Is it a lot going on with Katt Williams right now, or is there just a lot of stuff going on around Katt Williams' name? Because Katt Williams really isn't saying or doing anything.
Yeah, he's not saying anything.
He's on hiatus. His tour is supposed to start back up, the next leg of it. He's not saying anything. He's not doing anything. But there's a lot of action around his name. I would have to agree about that. There was this story, there was that story, there was this story, there was that story, and nobody would corroborate where they got the story from. Because they didn't get it from the news. So who did they get it from?
Reggie Curl, on tour with Katt Williams, allegedly found dead, shot 5 times in front of Katt Williams' home. Allegedly, Katt Williams' cousin was arrested. Wow.
Matter of fact, of all of the whistleblowers that really didn't, that was really getting a lot of heat during this whole Diddy trial and the verdict and all of that, Katt was like the only one that nobody was really saying anything about. Am I wrong? And everyone was so hot for him to be involved. Like, I've never seen people want somebody to be involved in a tragic situation so bad. Nobody's trying to get to the bottom of that. The only thing they're trying to get to the bottom of is how to make Katt Williams responsible for it. What I'm gonna say is, as far as Katt Williams is concerned, the one thing that seems to be the running theme with this tragedy that's happened to Reggie Carroll's life and his family's life is that y'all really not making it about what happened to him. Y'all really are just making it about how to destroy Katt Williams' credibility so nobody has to believe what he has to say, because he's the last of the whistleblowers that y'all haven't really touched up on yet.
Remember that Shannon Sharpe interview? Katt Williams dropped bombshells for 3 hours, and powerful people weren't happy. Now they're using tragedy to come after him. Comedian Reggie Carroll was killed in Mississippi. Heartbreaking. But within hours, rumors tied Katt to the incident. No evidence, no statements, just a smear campaign against the one whistleblower they couldn't silence. The real story: a rising comedian's death barely made headlines. Instead, mainstream media went quiet while social media spun wild narratives. That silence isn't oversight. It's a blackout designed to control the story from day one.
Number one, why wasn't any of this on the news? That was the first thing that come to my mind.
Yeah, this should be big news, real big news.
Why wasn't any of this on the news? And I get it. It happened, Tennessee, Mississippi state line, but even still, national news is all over social media. Why did we see more about this on the news? And if it wasn't on the news like that, and nobody was there except for these 2 gentlemen, allegedly, that's what they're saying, that's what, the authorities are saying. How did all of this information make it to the internet?
Jaguar Wright asked the question that should worry anyone paying attention. If only 2 people were there, how did detailed stories leak to social media before any official statement? This didn't happen by accident. It looks like a coordinated push. Leaks fed into social channels while mainstream outlets stayed silent, letting rumors spread unchecked. When verified reporting goes quiet and unverified inside tips take over, you're watching information warfare. That silence didn't protect privacy or preserve standards. It created space for character attacks. Within hours of Reggie Carroll's death, comedian Billy Sorrels was already posting claims that linked Katt Williams to the incident. The timing looked less like instinct and more like a calculated smear.
You got this Billy Sorrels guy. He seems to be the number one stepper for going after Katt Williams on this story. He didn't waste no time. He went to social media, called the man out, said all kinds of things, and talked about his character, talked about his intimate whatever. But it was the way he started it off. You the truth teller, right? You the one that knows everybody's business.
Right.
You could talk about all of this other stuff. Why aren't you talking about Reggie? Well, number one, whatever he had to say in that interview with Shay Shay, it didn't have anything to do with Reggie Carroll, did it? So I'm trying to figure out how one thing has something to do with the other.
Notice how Billy Sorrels operated. In interviews, he barely mentioned the victim but repeatedly emphasized that Katt and Reggie were close, offering no real details about their relationship. This wasn't grief. It was a calculated effort to plant suspicion. Legitimate mourning focuses on honoring the victim and seeking justice. But Billy's agenda became obvious when investigators cleared Katt Williams completely. Instead of accepting the findings, he doubled down with even wilder accusations, exposing the smear campaign for what it truly was.
Especially this Billy Sorrels guy, like he's running around. Katt's gonna do this, and this is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen. It's like he wants to be the oracle of bad news. He's such a Cassandra. He's got it all figured out. And now, Katt has been cleared, or at least that's what the authorities said on the news finally after they did their investigation. Oh, he ain't said nothing. He ain't said nothing. Well, maybe the reason why he didn't say anything is because of all of you. Or maybe his lawyer may have instructed him that it's best for him not to say anything publicly. Now they're saying that the family got paid off. Well, don't believe it. He's really involved. He's really involved. And it's like, it sucks. Because they all keep going back to, oh, well, he said this and he knew that. And he said this, and now he's quiet, and now he like, I don't know. To me, it kind of seems like people want him to be involved.
His persistence reveals the motive. He wasn't after justice for Reggie Carroll. He wanted to destroy Katt Williams, no matter the evidence. When someone keeps attacking a person who's been officially cleared, it's not about truth. It's a paid character destruction campaign. Billy Sorrels' refusal to accept the investigation's findings exposes him as an active participant in a coordinated takedown operation.
Hey, of Mississippi, this is a dumb. But you talk about what somebody not, and I'm not talking about what somebody is. But have you ever seen somebody come forward before the goes and say what somebody is not? I never saw that. So they know for sure it's not this. And I don't know. But I'm just saying, what the a show for TV is this?
The most telling part of Billy Sorrels' campaign is what he didn't do. He never demanded a deeper investigation into who actually killed Reggie Carroll. He never pushed for justice for the victim's family. He never focused on the real perpetrator. Every ounce of his energy went into framing an innocent man, exposing the true purpose of his agenda. This tactic, using tragedy as a weapon to eliminate a target, marks a new low in the destruction of truth-tellers. But the smear was built on sand. Its power depended entirely on people swallowing the narrative without questioning basic facts. And when those facts are examined, the lies collapse. One of the loudest rumors claimed the tragedy happened at Katt Williams's own home. Social media lit up with claims tying the scene directly to his property. But under scrutiny, the entire story unravels. Official investigations don't just clear him, they prove how deliberately the narrative was twisted to make him look guilty.
You know, everybody's talking about, oh, he was a brother, and him and Katt were so close. Were they? Do we really know how close they were? Then people want to make a big deal. It's Katt Williams' house. People said that they seen him at that house. So just because you see somebody at a residence, that instantly means they own it? Maybe fans were watching him go in and out. I don't know. What I do know is that it was owned by a corporation and it was leased to a corporation. And Reggie and Mr. Carroll and Mr. Williams, what's his name, Trinell or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Trinell, Marquise Williams.
Yeah, Mr. Williams were roommates there. Then you want to hear people saying, oh, well, if they was down there working with Katt, why weren't they staying in Katt's house? Katt has always, as far as I can remember, kept certain parts of his life separate. You know, when he had the house in Marina Del Rey in LA, his children didn't live there. The only people that came there were the people that were working, that were writing for the Adult Swim show and writing jokes, working with him on his comedy specials. His children lived in a completely different other house. And he went back and forth.
Right.
People that know him know that he's always lived his life compartmentally. So for people to make a big deal about, well, it was supposed to be Katt's house. Well, it's not Katt's house. It was leased to the LLC. Yeah, but I don't understand. If he was down there with him, why wasn't he staying in his house? Like, people seem to be making a big deal about a lot of things.
The smear machine can twist facts, but the truth always cuts through. What happened to Katt Williams isn't just about one man. It's about how easily a narrative can be weaponized to destroy anyone who dares to speak out. Stay alert, ask questions, and don't let the story be written for you. The real fight is only beginning.